up here for what could be a series of wildfire events that catch people off guard. And it looks like the excuse here is going to be put on El Nino and dry conditions that I feel have been set into place. I've been warning for some time now that mega drought that they were focusing on out west was going to shift over toward the East Coast. All of a sudden, they're now saying that this area that you see here in the northern part of the United States is susceptible on a high level to fires. As you can see here, wildland fire potential outlook just for July is in the red. This continues, goes through June, July, and then August before it starts to die down and change in September. You can see these areas of Michigan, Upper New York, Wisconsin, regions around the Great Lakes. You could see fires spring up just like they're saying is happening up in Canada. But in Canada, I have people from around Quebec City that are writing me and emailing me with images saying, look, I'm right here, Quebec City, sky's clear. How are you guys dealing with that much smoke? And they're telling you that it's from fires right here next to us, and our skies are clear. So I was very interested in that. I went diving into it and seeing that the wind pattern is swirling in an odd way up here, where it's pushing it away from the main city there, where at least it was on that day, and circling all the smoke back down and around through the Midwest, down through the East Coast, and it's causing chaos and wreaking havoc. I mean, we've had flights get canceled and delayed. I expect more. When seeing this, and with seeing that they're already trying to blame El Nino, knowing that these governments are masters at weather modification, at sparking anything that they want. Funny that a lot of the local officials, Canada and the United States, anyone that's in New York or dealing with this, the officials are telling them, mask up. Well, we heard that before. I'm warning you, I don't think this is going away. I think that this is going to be the beginning of something new that people are not expecting. And it's because they've dried this area out. They're trying a lot of areas out. We've noticed it all the way down through the Midwest, through Kentucky into Tennessee. Rain events, unless they're hardcore, they've been kind of evaporating. What's supposed to have been rain just comes down as like spit, or little sprinkles. And I'm telling you, they're about to push a drought, large scale. I've been warning you. I think it's already here. And this is going to show you proof. It's wait and see, unfortunately. I think these fires are going to spread. And they can say whatever on what started them. But something's going on here large scale. Join me for the live streams, because this may be something we have to deal with this summer consistently. And this is not something you want to be breathing in, because you have no idea what's really being burnt up in mass wherever the smoke's coming from. Going live Monday and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, W777. Hope to see you there. Much love.
Within the twisted tales of
to the future, this store
Shalom, shalom, Yasharala. I want to start off first things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashil, Yahweh Shah, Bahashil Rahakadash, which in the Paleo Hebrew tongue, correct designated Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles, elders, the great millstone, and shalom to everybody's living is true. Shalom to the brothers and sisters that's listening and studying. Show themselves approved. Shalom. Now, as we just seen from the whistleblower, right now, New York, they had their flights grounded for about 3 days. I think they back up and moving. I could not be sure about that, but I know they was down for 3 days from this supposedly wildfire. The Canadian forest is burning up, and they say the wind is pushing all the smoke towards New York. But it's funny because the whistleblowers, you heard the whistleblowers say to people in Canada, like, our air is fine. You look at places like New York, the East Coast, and, it look horrible. No smoke, can barely see. One brother we had, he was doing his in transit, brother in New York, and, man, you could see the air was real bad. Now, what's so significant to me with this is, I'm saying that this is one of Esau's moves right here. I don't think this is a natural disaster. I really don't. I think this is a orchestrated disaster. As we seen from that one clip with the helicopter blowing the fire up. If that's, true or not, I can't just say I'm 100% on that, but I believe Esau is, the culprit behind the disaster. With these fires blowing up. Because Canada don't usually burn up like that. This is the first year, since I've been living, my 37 years to hear about Canada burning up like that. So bad to where it's blowing smoke and it drowns out a whole nother state that's up under it in total smoke. Never heard that before. It seemed like something Esau doing. And then now all of New York is under a fire warning as well now. So they can all burn up. Ain't too much green up on the East Coast anyway, but when you look at Maine, it's a lot of, forest. I was about to say rainforest. Forest, a lot of forest, vegetation. And that's probably about to get burnt up, man. He about to burn that up as well. Why? I'm going to let you know what the big play is on this, Yasharala. The big play is, remember this devil had in his back pocket a thing called climate change and climate lockdowns? I believe that's the reason why Esau's orchestrating this, so he can play his next move. He already did the 1-9 situation. I don't think the people gonna go for that. So he got to roll with something new. And what better than, they've been talking about global warming for a long time now, so they can point and say, see, the forest is burning up because of global warming. So you got to put your mask on, and you got to turn your electric off, and stay off in your house, and don't use no power because you the one burning up the earth. And don't be driving your clunker gas car. Go get an electric car. So this is for them to make more money and more control over the people. So I'm watching to see if, the presidential, the political power starts talking about climate lockdowns. If they run with that, we know the next play. So this devil, he's building it up for the next play. And then look what he's doing. This devil, to complete his agenda, he'll burn down thousands and thousands of acres of vegetation. Let you know, this dude ruling, and this is how he's supposed to be taking care of the earth. He too busy trying to, take away people's ability to eat. That's how you know Esau's the wicked. You can't tell me no different. Because that's some wicked stuff right there. You ain't got to be burning up all that forest and vegetation just because you want somebody to take your MOTB. That's evil, man. So let's start off. That's why they about to be destroyed. That's why Yahushua don't like Edomites. Because of stuff like that they do. Because I don't think that's a natural disaster. I think that's an unnatural disaster. So let's start off with Revelation 11 and 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldst give award unto the servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. So we waiting on that time when Yahushua gonna show up, and let them shoot off their ICBMs and destroy them, because they destroying the earth. Esau gotta go. He gotta be scorched off the planet. All his little rulership, all his inventions, his chemicals, everything he made need to be cleaned up. Why? Because the devil destroying the earth. If Yahushua, if Yahweh doesn't send Yahushua here to put a stop to these devils, you best believe they'll destroy the whole planet. The whole planet is all sick right now. Why? Because of Esau Edom. He's burning stuff up, pouring chemicals and everything, splicing the DNA, going around, doing all kind of warcraft, bombing on people, drone strikes, poisoning the earth, destroying the sea. He's destroying the earth. Esau Edom is doing that. He's in rulership right now. He can be doing things to help people and help the earth, but he's not. He's doing things that's hurting the earth and the people, which shows he's an irresponsible ruler, and he should not be ruling the earth. That's why you tell you they not the people. Esau Edom is not the people. That's why the earth, the animals, everybody's crying out for Yashar Allah, Israel, to get back in rulership, because we don't do stupid stuff like that. When we're in our essence, our true essence, where we ain't acting like a stupid nigga or an Edomite, all defiled. We in our true essence as an Israelite, we preserve life. That's what we do as a people. Why? Because wisdom dwells with us. So once we're in rulership, we'll take care of the earth. But right now, the earth is sick. These devils pumping oil, fracking. They destroying the earth, man. Earth can't breathe. The animals can't breathe. When I'm talking, Yashrala can't breathe in New York. Man, all that smoke. You can't breathe, man. This place is polluted. How did it get polluted? Foolish rulership from Esau Edom. That's how. We've already identified the problem. It's Esau, and he needs to go. He needs to go real quick. And this devil up here burning up forests so he can initiate climate lockdowns. Talk about global warming. Like, no, fool, it's you destroying the planet. If you quit destroying the planet, then the planet can heal itself, the earth can heal itself, and then everything will be all right. Because we got rules for that. Let's go to one of the commandments we got. What's that? Let me go to Deuteronomy 20 and 19. Check out what the Lord told us to do as a nation. This is Deuteronomy 20 and 19. And when thou shalt besiege a city a long time, and make a war against it to take it, thou shalt not destroy the trees thereof, by forcing the axe against them. For thou mayest eat of them, and if thou shalt not cut them down, for the tree of the field is man's life, to employ them in the siege. There go verse 20. Only the trees which thou knowest that they be not trees for meat, which means they don't bear fruit. That's what that means. Thou shalt not destroy and cut them down. And thou shalt build bulwarks against the city that maketh war with thee until it be subdued. So the Lord told us don't chop down no tree that produces fruit, or like herbs, anything like that. He talking about the ones that don't produce no meat, they don't produce no fruit. So we got the knowledge to know that where trees are chopped down and make our let me see, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the items we need for life. Your bows or all of that. We know what trees are used for that, for your war instruments. And then you got trees that you don't cut down because they produce the berries. They produce oranges, apples, the fruit that we can eat on. See, the Lord gave us the wisdom not to do that. Esau don't care. Esau just burned down the whole forest, cutting down all the trees. Esau look like, can I make money off of that? Oh, I can make 20 million. Cut all the rainforest out. Plus, you got to think of it too. This devil cutting out the rainforest. That's the lungs of the earth. We need trees for oxygen. The rainforest is very important. This devil cut it down because he want money. And then you got to think, we losing rainforest every day because Esau cutting it down. That's why the earth quality is so bad. That's why Esau Edom got to go. He got to go. He's destroying the earth. And, if he was able to continue, because Yahweh going to send Yahweh Shah to shut him down at the correct time. So the devil, he ain't going to go past 1 second of his rulership. And once we put a stop, Yahweh Shah and the saints put a stop to Esau, then, everything can start flourishing again. The world's going to be handled with wisdom. Righteousness is going to rule. So therefore, everything can do what it was designed to do under, the jurisdiction of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. And that's going to be something beautiful to behold. We're going to see things that Esau extinct come back into, this existence and thrive. You're going to see life thrive. Right now, the earth is covered in death because Esau, Edom is in rulership. Once he gets knocked out and then Yasharallah is set back up where we belong, then you will see the earth thrive with life. Harmony. There's going to be peace. Ain't going to be no more war after World War III and Esau, goes out of rulership. That's a great thing to behold. Now, with that being said, where we at now, Esau about to run a big-time elaborate snare, which snare goes in the trap. He's going to say global warming, and he's going to say we need to do a climate lockdown. You heard the whistleblower say, Dabu 77, they're telling them to mask up. Like, we heard that before. So now it's mask up because of the smoke. And as he showed in the graph, it's looking like he had it mapped out. They're going to burn more forests. They're going to burn more forests. And then you got to think, too, if they're burning up forests, they're burning up crop. Crop is getting destroyed as well. Trees that you can eat off of being destroyed. So that's going to bring in the famine. So that's like a 1-2 punch right there. This devil is about to burn stuff up to make it harder for the people. Smoke going to be everywhere. I seen them running that like for the next whole year that we in. All summer long, they might run that. So, hey, when they start running climate lockdown, put your mask on. Hey, these little people caught up in this sorcery, the media system that's caught on Esau's every word, they're going to go for it. The simple going to go for it. Because they know they can't go with something that lasts when they got to bring something fresh. So, global warming, baby. Climate lockdown. Put your mask on. They're going to tell us you better put your mask on. Or, it ain't going to stop. The fire ain't going to stop. Something stupid like that. People going to believe it, too. That's how simple they is. Put your mask on. Because everything burning down. You don't want to smack somebody and say something dumb like that. Go to Proverbs 14 and 15. We end off with that right there. And then we got to call Halal Yahweh Bashmi Awashada. We ain't simple like that. Like, as I'm putting the lesson out, we see Esau moves. So when he come with it, we going to know what to do. Like, okay, you running that little whack game plan? I know what to do. And plus it brings a calmness to us too, because we know what's going on. Versus people in the world is like, oh, let's burn it up. Put your mask on. They going to be flipping out. So check it out. This Proverbs 14 and 15. The simple believer every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. So the simple going to believe all of the BS they hearing. As far as the prudent, we researching, we looking. As I just seen, showed you that clip where it looked like a helicopter dropping fire. Now, I can't say that's 100%, Canada, and that's true, because I didn't see it from my own eyes, but, I'm just going through the spirit on this one, because ain't no scriptures back it up, but I believe that's Esau setting those forests on fire with those helicopters. I believe this is a manufactured disaster, because I noticed he got to run that climate, that global warming. He got to do something with that. So he's bringing that into play. And, Esau got the resources to do something like that. You just give people some helicopters. One go through, douse you with some stuff to make it flammable. The next one go through and douse you with fire. So, bam. And if you keep doing that, you create a big, giant wildfire that burns and puts a bunch of smoke in there. And then you can say, hey, what did that was because of global warming. It's a natural disaster because of you driving your Cadillac and guzzling gas and making methane gas in the air. That's what's making global warming. We got to cool it down. Go buy a Tesla. Turn your electric off. They're going to say stuff like that. So just watch for it to come. Yasharallah. They're going to start taking people rights away and telling you to put a mask back on. That's what's at play. That's what it looks like Esau's rolling with. Because he has to hurry up and make these moves, because he got to implement that MOTB before Yahushua get here. So he got to be quick. He got to, he got to move with some speed. His time is short. So with that, I hope this has been edifying. I want to say Kwame Yashar Allah, detailed by Bob. Shalom.